Hello, this is TAW691 here once again. In honor of the 3DS coming out with the Virtual Console for the Game Boy, the original Game Boy games, I figured I would show off some of my games. Now I tell you now, there's a lot, so just bear with me here. Okay, first off, we have Metroid 2, which it's a pretty cool game. A must-have for any collection, of course. And I know everybody else is making videos like this, so I figured I'll show some of my collection. Here is the Legend of Zelda, the Link's Awakening, the original. I never got through it, but it's a pretty cool game. And then there's Icarus, or Icarus. Finally getting a sequel to his first appearance on the NES. Everybody had this game, or has this game. It's Super Mario Land. Yeah. Not much more I can say about that. And of course, Super Mario Land 2. That's another must-have. It is one of the best Mario games that there was on the system. And then there's Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. I never got through this game, but I would like to get back to it one day. Then there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Fall of the Foot Clan. This game wasn't that bad. It was one of the better Turtles games for the original Game Boy. And then, of course, there's Turtles 2, back from the sewers. This game I actually got first, and then I picked up the first one. Those two I got brand new, surprising. And then there's this game I found at my local Kmart a couple years ago. It's called Super Chinese Land. Now, this game you can also use for the Super Game Boy. Who makes it? Oh, Culture Brain. It's a Chinese game, of course. It says made in China, really small. I don't know if these guys can see that. It's not a bad game. I do actually have my collection and my brother's collection. My brother stopped collecting, and he said, I'll just give you all my games, and I put them all together in one case. So, there's quite many. Okay, and then there's The Simpsons. This is Bart and the Beanstalk. This isn't one of the better ones, but it's not too bad. The replay value is not very good. And then there's WWF Raw. Of course, I reviewed this game beforehand. It was my my wrestling collection for my video games. Then there's the Punisher. This game is hard. I'm not gonna lie. This game is very, very hard. Then I only have just the first Game & Watch gallery. I know there's a couple different parts. I would like to pick them up one day. Then there's Gradius, the Interstellar Assault. This is actually Gradius 2. I think something like that. This game was supposed to be released on the NES, I believe. I'm not too sure. And then one of my first games that I purchased when I got my first Game Boy was The Amazing Spider-Man. This game is pretty cool. It's not too bad. And there is Spider-Man 2 with Carnage, as you can see. This game isn't bad either. There we go. I'll just kind of move that camera a little bit. This game's not too bad. And let me see how much time. Okay. I might get all these done. If not, there will be a second video. Because there's a lot more. My brother collected a lot more games than I did. Here's Pac-Man. This is my brother's collection now. Well, really, it's all my collection because he gave them to me because he don't play them anymore. But every now and again, he likes to play the games again, so really I can't say no. Here is Miss Pac-Man, and these games aren't too bad. And then there's Pac Attack. Yeah, you could tell he grew up in the mid 70s and 80s with all these original games and stuff. So then there's Super Chase Headquarters. This game's not too bad. And then, let me see here. Then there's Godzilla! My brother is a big Godzilla fan. This game's not too bad. It's not one of the greatest Godzilla games that there is. And there's Bionic Commando. This port of this game isn't bad. It's not one of your best games, but it's not bad. And then here is Operation C and Contra: The Alien Wars. These are both really, really good games. And if you collect up on the Contra series, these are a must-have, indefinitely. And of course, my brother has Super Mario Land, Super Mario Land 2. And then he has Defender and Joust. Again, as I said, he's into a lot of classic stuff like that and whatnot. And then there's Burger Time Deluxe, of course. And here's the 2 Castlevania games. I did review all of the Castlevania games that I have. And a couple videos back, or whatever. And then there's Game Watch Gallery. He has one of those. And here's Batman Return of the Joker. This game is very, very hard. If you've seen the Angry Video Game Nerds review on Batman games, yeah. I don't think I have to say anymore. And then here's Chuck Rock. This is kind of like Bonk's Revenge, or like the Bonk series. I never played any of the Bonk games, but everybody says that it's almost similar in ways. And then here's F1 Race. This game's not too bad. It's not one of your better race games, but pretty good. And here's, again, Space Invaders. And then he has here Donkey Kong. Another classic game. If you want a good game for the Game Boy, this would be it. And here's Asteroids Missile Command. Not much more I could say about that. I really didn't like Asteroids that much. And here's Star Wars. And that one's, it's not too bad. And I have a bunch of other games here. I have Aerostar. These don't have cases. That's not too bad. Then there's Sagaya, I think. It's a Chinese cartridge. We also got this from Kmart at one point in time when they were selling the older games pretty cheap. Here's Cosmo Tank. Of course, here's your classic EB Games smudge, as of which we didn't clean off yet. And then here's Super Off-Road. This one's not too bad. And then this one is some kind of Japanese game that you can use for the Super Game Boy. I don't really know the name, but